It's my feel-good breakfast show.
For all business and essential travel, visit flymango.com. Go discover more. Go Mango.
Now, with the current regulations under lockdown level 3, airlines in South Africa have been given the green light for a phased return to the skies. Exciting news. And Travelstart's Balme joins us on a video call now to chat about this new phase and, of course, her recent travel experience that saw her on a Mango flight from Cape Town to Durban. So exciting. I'm so jealous as the resumption of domestic flights are rolled out in 3 phases, right, Jamie Lee? And here with the inside scoop on what you need to do, or need to know, I suppose, when the new normal for flying in South Africa as airports reopen is Linda Balme. Linda, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Thank you, as always, for having Travelstart on. Thank you for having me on.
Like Tavisa said, now we have FOMO right now, saying that you've been traveling all over. But let's start, lockdown level 3 now allows airlines in South Africa for a phased return to the skies. We're all happy about this. But who exactly is eligible to fly? And, how are domestic flights being rolled out in 3 phases going forward?
That's a really good question because they are restrictions still in place. So my biggest recommendation is that you go straight to the travelstart.co.za website. There is an incredible page there which is situated on the homepage of our website. Click onto that. It's the Essential Travel page. It tells you everything you need to know about who and where you can travel in today's new normal. So at the moment, anyone traveling for business and have got the correct work permit to travel, you're in. If you are caring for a sick family member, if you're going back for a funeral, if you're relocating between a city or a province, you can fly with correct permits. It's all really found on that Essential Travel page. So please go there. There's certain forms that you will need that have to be signed by authorities. And then there's forms like your health declaration form, which just have to be signed by yourself and handed in at the airport. The second phase we'll see will be the return to leisure travel, so domestic leisure travel. And even this past week, the fact that there's more airports opening, all part of the next stage. And then finally, we will see, hopefully, all borders reopening when the time is safe and we can all just get on holiday again, guys. That would be a dream come true for everyone, I think. But so far, it's really good for us to be as safe as possible, and really our South African protocols that have been put in place are really impressive and are leading the way in tourism at the moment.
Linda, I have to applaud Travelstart for the amount of work that you put in making this process as clear and direct and simple as possible. I mean, having gone onto your website myself, you really have laid it out in terms of who is eligible to travel. That's fantastic. It makes it so easy. But take us through the procedure from booking your flight then, now that you are eligible, to checking in.
So once you've made your booking, you've made your selection, you've got your e-ticket, you're good to go, then you head off to the airport 2 hours beforehand. That's another change to protocols 2 hours beforehand. Did we all get that, everyone? This is important. You will notice that it is a very quiet airport, which is something to kind of get used to, I must be honest.
Did you hear what Linda said? You have to be 2 hours before going. But tell us about your experience on the flight. People are obviously very weary about traveling at the moment, but how did your Mango flight from Cape Town to Durban make sure that it was a safe and comfortable trip for everyone?
I can 100% say that I felt very safe and secure on my flight. I was very impressed with how the new protocols work, how Mango was managing those protocols. Literally from start to finish, you go to the Mango counter and you've got your social distancing markers there. And that process is very similar to normal. They do a quick scan of your work permit again, or in my case, a work permit. It could be a study permit or whatever else may be. And then you are led onto the plane. Once again, social distancing stickers are all over the airport, which is wonderful, including on the bridge going onto the flight. It wasn't a full flight. So all middle seats were free. So it was A and C, and then the middle seat was free. On the way back, that was slightly different because the flight was full. But in the same breath, because of the protocols, I still felt very safe. The air filtration is so good, so bring a warm jersey or something warm because it is a little bit cooler because of the filtration. Everyone is wearing masks, and I really love that from start to finish of my experience of getting into the airport to getting out the other side. I didn't see a single person non-masked, for lack of a better word. Disembarkation was actually perhaps my great thing that I've experienced of the new normal, and may this actually continue long into the future. Now, you can only stand up when your row is full. So row by row, you stand up, you get your luggage out, you move. So there is no crowding that takes place. Even on the full flight, it's just a really pleasant experience, and I really encourage people who are feeling a bit nervous, we can get back into the air. It's okay, and I'm looking forward to my next flight.
It sounds like a stress-free process and a stress-free experience indeed. But now, with the repatriation flights on the rise, with many citizens anxiously waiting to return home, we can't help but notice the high costs of these flights. Is this a sign of the times to come on what we will soon be paying for flights?
It is a bit different because so we're going to just say, for instance, if a European carrier is coming into South Africa to bring South Africans living abroad back to Europe. And this is in the same case as any carrier in anywhere of the world. So that flight has now been contracted by South Africa to come into South Africa. It therefore flies from European hub empty. Generally, there will not be another passenger on that flight. So they come in empty and they leave with however many passengers have signed up to DIRCO to be on that flight back to Europe. The cost of their ticket is determined by the airline flying, and it's also based on the demand on the day of that load. So if there's a lot of people on the flight, your price will be slightly more affordable. So pricing is worked accordingly.
What do you then anticipate will happen to flight pricing over the coming months? Do you think there will be some good deals available soon we need to get our hands on?
The immediate future is a bit unknown for obvious reasons with pricing. International in particular is that literally we don't know when the borders will open, and not only our borders but the country that you're wanting to travel to. So what we do know, what we have control of at the moment, well, the airlines in South Africa have control of, is the domestic airfares. So there, I do think that right now they're very affordable. As demand increases, as leisure opens, as more airports open, as more airlines start flying, we will see those prices regulating a bit. But right now, they're good, they're strong, they're looking amazing.
Linda, once again, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, guys, thank you for having me. Thank you for having Travelstart. I really hope you found this useful. Let's get back in the air, guys.
And we will. Thank you very much. That was Linda Balme of Travelstart. Of course, Travelstart is your one-stop online travel shop. So forget trawling the web for all the latest flight specials and visit travelstart.co.za now to book your next domestic flight and gain access to all the necessary travel forms that you will need with low airfare on domestic flights from your favorite airlines. They offer something for every traveler's budget. Go and get there.
Travel is slowly restarting, so for now we travel in and travel dream. And when this is all over, travel near. Travelstart. Freedom to move.